Who is the best player to ever wear number 33? Do it.
Oh, because it's podcast 30.
Because it's podcast number 33. You almost hated me for a second.
I was like, where's the introduction?
Who's the best player?
33. Patrick Ewing. Was he 33?
Not Kareem. Not Larry Bird.
It's probably
Shaquille O'Neal.
Probably any of those.
Scottie Pippen.
I don't even know if Ewing
Patrick Ewing wore number 33. You're right.
All right, good.
Welcome to podcast number 33. Starting it off hot with a question.
You had me so confused.
This is a humongous podcast, boys, and the 14%, 15% of girls that watch us. We have Big Nick from Lumberland on this podcast. It is huge. We just did the interview with him right before this. We're going to add it into the end of this video. You guys are in store for a good one.
Yeah, I mean, he's starting up his own thing again. Big Nick, come back on TikTok and Instagram. Go follow him if you don't already. From Lumberland. Once you see his face, you're going to be so happy you're seeing him again. We were happy and honestly a pleasure to meet him.
Yeah, he was the man. We played some games with him. We asked him questions about how he loved Lumberland, what he's going to do in the future, and we might be doing a collab with them in the future, potentially in person, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, anything could happen.
Anything could happen. We could do anything here. All right, let's start it off hot here. I have a question for you.
Let me hear it.
Who is the most dominant athlete in all of sports? All time.
Oh, because when you initially asked it, I thought NBA, and I thought Shaq. I was like, he was the most dominant basketball player of all time.
So I just had like a 30-second thought process and listed like 5, but he is on one of those 5 because he is dominant in basketball.
I mean, Tiger Woods on my list was the most dominant to do it in any sport ever. If he didn't get hurt.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
If he didn't have the injuries and stuff, I mean, he's already on top with all the records. Career wins, tied with Sam Snead. Majors, he's got 15. Jack has 18. Tiger's not going to catch him, but he probably would have if he never got hurt. I think it's got to be Tiger Woods. I think over a 10-year period, Tiger Woods had like a 30% winning percentage on the PGA Tour. That is insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Players today are lucky to win one time, twice a year, let alone 8 times, sometimes 10 times in a season. Yeah. He was the best, and he would dominate the field. My only argument against that, if you're talking winning, what about Floyd Mayweather? I mean, he is undefeated. Wasn't there like a controversial match? I don't know with who.
I can't say yes or no.
There's some people that might think he should have lost one or at least should have been, whatever. I don't know. Floyd Mayweather, yes, undefeated, great.
50.
It is a ton.
50 fights.
It is a ton.
It's a lot.
I mean,
or Brady with 7 Super Bowls, more than any NFL franchise.
Yeah, but you think of Brady, I mean, just think percentage-wise, right? So what did he play, like 20 seasons? So 7 out of 20. Math will math. Time multiplied by 5. That's 35% Super Bowl winning percentage. Great.
That's absolutely insane.
It is pretty nuts, isn't it?
It's wild. He has the most of all time. I mean, I'm agreeing with you. I think Tiger is more dominant in his respective sport, but I think the only person that you can put up against that is like Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky was an unbelievable player and the best to do it all time. It's really tough. And when I think about it, I have to still stay Tiger, and I'm going to stay Tiger just because of the unreal statistics. I mean, you look at his performance on the biggest stage all the time. His first Masters, he won by like almost 10 strokes or more. I mean, it's unbelievable. And I don't think anybody will ever touch that, especially how popular golf has become among a lot of the up-and-coming athletes.
Let me give you a Wayne Gretzky stat. His all-time points is 2,857. The next closest person is 1,921. That's almost 1,000 less.
I mean, that's unbelievably ridiculous.
That's
crazy.
Insane. No one will ever catch him. There's no question.
Which is fair in hockey. I'm going to give you some Tiger stats. Am I allowed?
Sure.
From 1997 to 2013, Woods was 126 under par in major championships.
Yeah, this is a crazy stat.
Among the players with 90 or more rounds played in that same time frame, the next on the list, it's Steve Flesch, who was 251 strokes behind Woods.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And Phil Mickelson is third on the list at 128 over par.
It's crazy. I think it's Gretzky and Woods, probably 1-2 interchangeable.
Yeah, I still give it to Tiger. I think he's just dominant.
I also think that you're thinking out of bias because you know golf a little bit more. If you were a hockey fan all your life, you might lean Gretzky.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, I agree.
So we talked a little bit about in our game time and like the games that we're playing, some Batman, some Joker stuff. It's been happening. It's been coming up. I want you to name as many actors as you can that played Batman possible.
Batman.
So there's 11 of them. I'm going to give you 5 of them. I think you get 5.
If that. Christian Bale.
Christian Bale is 1.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck is 2.
That's it.
No, come on.
I don't know I know the Joker better than Batman, but
There was a recent movie that came out.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. That's
He
3.
was good.
He was good.
He was a good Batman.
Growing up, there was 2 guys that I thought you would get. And then there's one that maybe you could have tossed out there.
Oh, Batman.
This guy's a handsome dude.
I feel like they're all handsome dudes.
Yeah, but this guy is handsome.
He's older?
He's older now, yeah. He's one of the sexiest men alive.
Does he own a tequila company?
He does.
Is it, what's his name?
Say it.
The guy that owns Casamigos?
Give it to me.
I forgot his name.
Come on, Brian.
I just said it before.
No, come on. You got it.
George Clooney.
George Clooney. Way to
George
get there.
Clooney.
Okay.
I did not know. I honestly don't think I can name another one.
Fairly Odd Parents?
Timmy Turner?
No, but who was the mayor of the town?
Doug Dimmadome. Owner of Dimsdale Dimmadome.
No.
I don't know.
Adam West.
I would never. I don't even know who that is.
Really?
Nope.
That's embarrassing.
Are you
No,
going to name
maybe.
the other?
I can. Michael Keaton. You know who that is.
Okay, I know who that is.
He's actually coming back as Batman.
That's an old
He's in
Batman.
some crazy movie. Yeah, he's pretty old.
The Batman at a retirement home?
Might be. You got Val Kilmer. He was in Top Gun. He played Batman.
Okay.
The other ones, Louis G. Wilson, Robert Lowry, Ian Glenn, and I already said Adam West. So
You're
yeah,
going to say Ian Glenn?
it's spelled Iain.
That's weird.
I'm not really sure.
So you didn't do a typo there?
I don't think so.
All right, cool. Can you guess what the busiest flight in the USA is?
The busiest flight in the U.S. So staying in the country.
Staying in the country, yeah. Domestic.
Does it fly to Atlanta?
It does not fly to Atlanta. That was a good guess, though, because it's the busiest airport.
So you're asking me between
Busiest
two.
route.
Is it New York to Florida?
No.
New Jersey to Florida?
No. That's a homer guess there.
Why? Because we're from New Jersey?
Yeah.
You're right. So from California
Yes.
to New York?
Yes.
Really?
JFK to LAX.
Wow.
JFK to LAX.
I guess
so
when
New
you-
York to Cali.
And it's all the celebrities. It's all the people
Yeah.
going back.
It's
Two major cities. You're right. 2 major cities, of course. I should have known.
2 major cities. What's the longest flight that you've ever been on?
6 hours.
Columbia.
Connected. I connected.
If
I
that
know.
was straight, it would probably be like 8.
Yeah, probably would have pushed 6.5, 7.
That's a long flight.
It is a long flight. Okay. Did you know an adult's blood vessels could circle the equator 4 times if they were laid end to end?
Oh, okay. That's a lot of blood vessels. I also heard that if you spread out the intestines in a human, it can go to the moon and back.
That's even more.
Or the moon. To the moon. Not
To the
back.
moon.
That's
I was going to say that's a lot.
No, just to the moon. I think. I could be totally wrong.
The equator is 24,901 miles. So multiply that by 4.
In one human?
Yeah, and
4 times?
I'm having a tough time understanding what this actually means. Because how can the makeup of me sitting
I
here
don't understand.
wrap around the earth 4 times?
I don't understand the intestines of the moon either.
I think blood vessels must be so layered and intertwined.
Yeah, like sheets of paper on top of each other, and if you lay them out.
That's a great analogy.
know what I'm saying?
I'm really impressed with that
Thank you.
analogy. That was, yeah, I guess so. Just something like that, or like a thread that's kind of wrapped around and laying
like
back
string.
and forth. I mean, it's the blood vessel's got to be super, super thin.
The intestines thing was wrong.
Okay,
It's 15 feet. There's something that goes to the moon.
this might be the moon and back.
Maybe
it might
it's
be
that.
It might
Maybe
be the
it's
blood
that one.
vessels.
It might be that one.
It's
It's
15
definitely not the intestines.
It's 15 feet.
Yeah, it's
That's like not
divided
even
by like
that's not even this
10,000.
room.
No, yeah, you're right.
That's a little nuts. That's wacky though. But
It
yeah,
is
wrong.
wacky.
That's definitely far.
All right. Sports topic. Can you guess what the most selling jersey in all of sports is?
Well, my mind jumps to soccer, and I'm gonna say it's Messi.
It is not.
It's Ronaldo.
It is not. It is not soccer.
Is it NFL?
No.
Is it basketball?
It's basketball.
Is it Michael Jordan?
It is not Michael Jordan.
Kobe Bryant.
It is not Kobe Bryant.
Yao Ming.
No. No, but I see the strategy.
I just thought maybe all those people over there.
Jeremy Lin?
Jeremy Lin. It's an all-timer?
Yeah.
Oh, LeBron James.
Yeah, it's LeBron James. I was like, what?
You know what? I processed and I thought a little bit.
It is LeBron James, the most selling jersey in all of sports, according to Bleacher Report.
Is that by amount or is that by dollar? It's by amount. It's got to be by amount.
By Bleacher Report.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know how I feel about Bleacher Report's ranking sometimes, though.
You know what? I feel like Messi or Ronaldo, but maybe it could be wrong. There's a lot of good soccer players.
There's no way these are right.
You just don't think the Bleacher Report is reporting. It's the report from the bleachers.
It might be like this past year. I don't know. Because the next one is Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that one's a little.
And the next one is David Ortiz. And then Sidney Crosby and then KD. And then Clint Dempsey. This is wrong. This list. This was just kidding.
All right. Well,
just kidding. We think it's wrong.
We throw some information out there sometimes and we fact check ourselves live on the show.
Live on the show.
Incredible. Well, not related to sports. Did you know that the inventor of the Pringles can, his remains are in a Pringles can?
That's so weird.
So he's buried in a Pringles can.
That's almost as bad as the guy that invented the Frisbee that wanted to be turned into a Frisbee after he died.
And he was turned into a Frisbee.
So are we going to get turned into a microphone?
Maybe something like maybe this desk.
I don't want that.
I don't think I do either.
I do not want that.
He had the idea in the 1980s and his kids laughed at him. And then he passed away in 2008 and they were like, we got to do this.
What flavor is it?
So that's a great question. Brian, phenomenal question. His siblings and the guy who made the decision, they briefly debated what flavor to use, but said,
regular.
We got to use the original.
Yeah, you got to use the original.
He goes, we need to use the
original. I like
original.
the pizza Doritos.
I would never want to be buried in pizza Doritos can. That doesn't make sense.
Salt and vinegar?
He's just somewhere on this earth in a Pringles can.
Being sold.
His remains. No.
Watch out for the original cans.
When I originally read it, I thought his remains were in every Pringles can.
I would not buy Pringles.
It's like, no wonder why
it's one speck in every one.
No wonder why it's so salty.
Did you know Wilt Chamberlain slept with over 20,000 women?
Yeah. So, okay, let's take a step back here.
Stepping back.
We could do some math, right? So 20,000 women.
I already have it done.
Okay, let me hear it.
It came out to 2.3 girls per day when he said it.
Oh.
When he made that statement, it came out to 2.3 girls per day. I don't know how they did the math, but that's the math that it was.
Yeah, I mean, you're assuming he's got to be a certain age before that. So, I mean, I don't believe it. I'm not buying it. And by the way, you have to repeat at some point.
Yeah, well, maybe there's like 50 at a time.
That sounds...
That's the only way it's plausible.
Preposterous.
Right?
There's no comment that I could put there that 50?
It sounds crazy. And why Wilt Chamberlain out of everybody on earth?
Because he's a large human.
Okay.
Take your hints.
He's got Pete Davidson syndrome.
Yeah, something like that. No, I'm not buying it. I don't believe that for a second. Maybe 10,000.
I'm just trying to think and figure it out because it just doesn't make sense to me.
But
maybe he's just lying.
He definitely is.
Ever think about that?
That's like, but the fact that it's a debate says something about him, right?
Like, why did he even say it?
Well, it's for the clout.
I guess.
He wants to come off as that guy.
I wonder what he would be like on social media.
There probably would have been a lot of problems in the league if social media was around back then.
That's what I would like to see. Social media back in the 90s, 80s, 70s, 50s, 60s.
That would be such a fun thing to go through.
Here's a question. Ready? What NBA player from the 1900s would be the biggest problem on social media?
Oh,
you like that question? It might be Wilt Chamberlain. I think it's 100% Michael Jordan.
Probably, because he would have the gambling and who knows outside of the locker room what was going on with Michael.
Yeah.
But
I know who it is.
Who would it be?
It's Dennis Rodman.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
It has to be him, right?
Probably. He would cause some uproar on social media.
He would be on his Vegas trip in the finals or the conference finals? In the finals on his Vegas trip, his stories. Oh.
And people would just be like, what's going on? Someone needs to tame him. And then he probably wouldn't have been the player he was because they would have controlled him.
It's definitely Dennis Rodman.
It's got to be Dennis Rodman. The only other people that I could think of, like my mind jumped to like Ron Artest, but I don't know if he was...
Kind of a little bit overlap now.
He might have caught the 90s a little bit, but he was a problem. Gilbert Arenas would have had the Ja Morant
Yeah. Plaxico Burress.
Plaxico Burress. There's a lot of players, but those obviously teetering in the early 2000s, really.
It's got to be Dennis Rodman.
It's got to be.
You know the cat from The Godfather?
Yes.
Did you know the cat from The Godfather was not originally part of the movie?
Real? Why?
Marlon Brando, the main actor, the guy who pets the cat.
He's got the cotton ball stuff in his mouth.
What? Oh, yes.
He does, so that he sounds
Yes.
like that.
They're actually hairballs.
Are they?
No. Before the movie, he found that cat as a stray in the Paramount parking lot. And he decided to bring it in. He had it in his hands during the entire movie. The cat was purring. And because it was purring, it was messing up the audio a little bit. So they had to dub over his lines in the movie, some of them.
Really?
Yeah. The more you know.
Have you ever seen The Godfather?
No.
Me neither.
Well, we could watch out for the dubbed lines.
If I do watch it, I will be watching out. That's crazy. Just a stray cat. You know,
One of the best movies of all time. Some of them lines are dubbed.
some of the most beautiful things in art, I'd say the most beautiful things in art, film, music, happen by accident.
I agree.
They're those little stories that make it.
They're happy mistakes, like Bob Ross said.
Yeah. There's no such thing
Happy
as.
little accidents.
Yes. There's
Titanium
no
White.
mistakes. There's happy accidents.
Titanium White.
That's incredible. I love that. I came across this today that it really sent me for a whirl and makes me question people
Let's hear it.
and their motives. Did you know cotton candy was invented by a dentist?
I think I've heard this before. It's pretty wild. Did you know? My girlfriend's going to come up again. Did you know her dentist sent her chocolates?
That's messed up. This is the backwards world we live in. There's a motive behind it, and you should be able to go to court and sue these people.
It doesn't make any sense.
They just want to charge you money.
Yeah.
You know who else makes me so angry?
who?
The dermatologist.
Why?
Because every single time I go to I have eczema.
Eczema.
I got eczema.
I got eczema.
When I go to the dermatologist, they try and prescribe me this cream that I go to CVS to go pick up. And it's always like $100. I'm like, I don't need that. I will survive without it. I'll use the over-the-counter cortisone 10. That's $10 off the rack.
TC. That's all?
OTC. Yeah, well, it's like the dermatologist, the dentist, the doctor. All they want you to do is spend money. They don't have anything. I can't say that. I can't say it. They don't have anything.
I know what you're saying. You don't have to say it. It's said without said. Heard without being said.
They're selfish. No, I can't say that.
All right. That's interesting.
No, they want to make money. They have the best.
Everything's about money. The entire world revolves around money. Every single thing is about money. This is about money.
Yeah,
It's about fun.
it's about fun. Come on,
It's about fun.
wholesome fun.
Wholesome, good, family-friendly fun.
I don't know, pretty nuts. I just think whenever I go to the dermatologist, the dentist inventing cotton candy is ridiculous. He wants you to get cavities. He wants you to go in there and he's going to act all surprised. He's going to tell you need to floss more. You need to brush more. It's the whole nine. Listerine, do everything. Doesn't matter.
That's the evils in the world.
There's my rant.
All right.
Did you know there are 3 basic types of smiles?
I did not know that.
There's the reward smile, there's the affiliation smile, and there's the dominance smile. I want you to try and replicate.
I just did it.
Did you? Yeah. Well, okay. I want to be looking this time. Okay. I want to see the reward smile. So it's given as a praise, for example, to a joke. Okay. Nice. I want to see the affiliation smile. It's to show a bond between people. No teeth in that smile. And then the dominant smile to signify a higher social status.
That's more of a straight face.
I think you got to smirk. Yeah. Like one of these.
I'm better than you.
Yeah. So those are the 3 types of smiles. Apparently they look distinct and they involve different aspects of facial symmetry, eyebrow lift, and lip pulling.
I like that I was doing that without you knowing.
What about this one?
That looks like you have
That's
something going on.
that's not a great one. Did you know I'm just going to keep going.
Go.
I love this. This is my favorite when you just rant topics and keep going. Did you know a man once ate an entire airplane?
Paper plane?
No,
Toy plane.
an airplane.
How long did it take?
So he started eating a Cessna 150 airplane in 1978.
Is he dead?
He finished consuming the last of the airplane in 1980.
So 22 years.
2 years.
58 to 80?
I said 1978.
You said 58.
We'll check the tape.
Okay.
But in 1978, a Frenchman named Michael Lotito began an unusual endeavor of eating an airplane. He ate a Cessna 150 airplane because he developed an unusual tolerance for eating dangerous objects when he was 9 years old. It's a condition known as pica.
And he's the only one that has it.
Which leads to an appetite for non-nutritive items.
I hope I never get that.
It took him 2 years to complete his metal-filled meal.
I hope I never get that disease.
He ate an airplane.
It's something you can tell. I mean, he's got to have a Guinness Book World Record.
Yeah, largest object ate that's
Yeah.
not food.
Definitely.
I mean, it's unbelievable, but for some reason, he just had it.
I have nothing to add to that.
That's fine. All right. I'm going to give you this piece of paper. Well, first, let me write something on it. And we're going to show it to the camera. So we're going to do, yes, you're going to do long division.
Oh my God.
This is what we're doing. It's 10,384 divided by
12?
12. Stop it. No phone. No phone. You want me to participate with you?
No.
Okay.
Do I just do it in silence?
Yeah, I kind of want to play it, but
All right. Well, you take the 12, you cross those two out because it doesn't go into 1, it doesn't go into 0. It can go into 103.
okay.
I think that's how you do it. So now I have to do math. 12. Can I do that math on my phone?
Now I'll tell you.
103 divided by 12? Por favor.
It goes in 8 times.
That's 8.
It's not exactly 8.
8 point what?
0.5833 repeating.
I forget how to do this.
If you guys saw what I'm looking at, I don't. Let's just stop. Let's just stop right here.
Well,
I'm gonna do the actual equation. It kind of goes to show you that
it's 800 and something, right?
yeah, I like where you're going.
871.
No.
Final guess. What is it?
This was Brian's work.
What was it?
It's 865.33 repeating.
If you're going to criticize
Do you want me to show you how to
look
do
how
it?
close that is.
I mean, it's pretty close, but I feel like you just took a number and then multiplied. Let's see if I could do it. See that?
That's why I got like a 2.7 in college.
Yeah, we're gonna make our way onto the.
I didn't take a math class in my entire college career.
Really?
Yep.
Long division you didn't learn in college.
I know, but I'm just saying I haven't done it
That's
in a long
fair.
time.
And then look, see, you bring down.
I don't care. Moving on. Next topic.
Check our math. I just wanted to show all of our international audience our
How stupid we are.
our American system for schooling.
I think that's just like
you have calculators
everybody.
now. You have everything.
You have
now.
calculators at the tip of your fingers. That's our portion of the podcast. We're moving on to the best part of the podcast. We're going into our collab with Big Nick. He came as a guest on the podcast. Before we move into that, go follow him. Go follow Big Nick at Big Nick Comeback. It's a great portion of the podcast. One of our favorite guests.
Yeah, we don't have many guests on the podcast, but we've been wanting Big Nick for a while. Happy he made it on. Happy we got to meet him. And yeah, he was a great guest. So hope you enjoy that portion. We're going to hop into it when I snap. All right, little bumpy start, technical issues. Podcast 33, we got Big Nick with us from Lumberland. Nick, we're excited to have you. How are you today? What's been going on?
I'm doing great, guys. Appreciate you having me on. Been watching you guys for a while now, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, not a worry at all. We're so happy to have you here. Lumberland was a big inspiration to our type of content, the games. We always felt like we were sourcing ideas, bouncing off each other. Really enjoyed watching the stuff that you guys did. What are you up to now? That's the big question. People want to know.
So right now, a lot has been going on. Obviously, I have a new job now. House stuff and wedding planning, and now I'm creating this new page now on TikTok that I'm trying to ramp up now. So I'm trying to get back in the game. I'm going slowly though.
I love it. So you were saying before that you had like a team of editors last time, and like this is kind of a whole new start. Where do you see your page going? What do you see yourself doing in the content world in the near future and the distant future, if you have thoughts on that?
So when we were at Lumberland, I mean, obviously you guys know, Because when I watch your page, it just reminds me of our page, like the way you guys do the games and the competitions. And so like that was really fun to do that. Like great memories and stuff. What I want to do with my page is I want it to be more personal. Like I want them to get to know me for who I am and, just kind of express who I am as a person. Either do some random dances, some random trends, or some random whatever. It'll definitely be different. And I've definitely gotten some comments that are like, how come it's not the same? It can't be the same. Like I don't have everybody. Like we all fed off of each other. Do I plan on doing some stuff with them in the future and possibly bringing them back and doing some stuff every once in a while? I definitely want to do it, but again, I'm going slow because now it's just me. So, we had an army before, so we would be pumping out 5, 6, 7 TikToks a day. Like now I'm trying to get one out a day right now. And I'm still working on that because, just balancing my life too. That's what I want to do with it. And at some point I would love for it to get back to where it was there on my own. I think that would be great. But again, got to enjoy the process. So
we always say that here. It's like, obviously love viewership, love connecting with the fans. But if you're not doing it and it's not fun while you're doing it, it's like you enjoy the process, the creative side, being able to come up with stuff. I mean, some of my favorite moments with Brian are just sitting there brainstorming back and forth and coming up with ideas. So if you're able to do that and create for a purpose, and your personality will shine through it. We already saw it through Lumberland. So excited to see what you come out with, man. It's exciting.
The personality definitely hasn't changed. I can promise you that. If the fans and those that now see me here and they can follow my new page, I can promise you one thing. It might not be the exact same, but this face is still here and that personality ain't going nowhere. So
that's all we could ask for. I love that. All right. So we're going to go back and forth with questions and games. We're going to hop into the first game. Since you're familiar with the page, I'm sure you have been watching some of the new videos. We've pivoted some of the content. We do guess the top 5s.
Yep, I have seen this. I've seen you guys do it as like you would put someone in a certain number and think somebody's higher. And
Yep.
Okay. Gotta get a little loose here. Been a couple months still before. But good.
Get it going.
Bounce back like I've never left.
So you're gonna guess the top 5, and this is like statistic based. So like there's a certain person at every spot. Guess the top 5 richest baseball players of all time.
Of all time?
Of all time.
A-Rod.
A-Rod's number 1, 350 mil.
Oh, do I just keep going?
Yeah, you got 5.
Okay, I didn't know if we were just going. Okay, sorry, my bad. A-Rod, Derek Jeter.
Jeter's number 2, 200 million. He might go in order here. Hot start.
Who had a really long career? Sorry, give me a minute, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep you waiting.
You're good.
Well, it's funny because like while you think, I'll just explain. My technique is I just blurt everything out. And people are like, why would you guess that?
Yeah, so see, with me, like, I want to be right. Like, I want to be that sniper that, like, once I zoom in, oh, I got you. Let's see. Miguel Cabrera.
No, he's not in the top 5.
That's shocking. Been in the league forever.
I like that guess though.
I like the route you're going down.
Because see, I'm going down like longevity and like how many big contracts they've signed. Because I knew, Cabrera has been doing this forever, and like he signed multiple 200+ million, which seems like chump change now. But
I don't know these, by the way. I'm trying to not look at the list, so I'm trying to think to myself.
Do you want to guess too?
I mean, I'm all for game for a little guess here. Again, maybe if you go, Zach, I'm gonna just start firing back at you. So. Don't get my blood flowing.
Don't get my blood flowing.
I'm trying to think. My mind jumps to the Yankees. Like it's got to be Yankees players.
See, that's why I went A-Rod Jeter. Like I was like, it's got to be Yankee players.
There's no more Yankees in there.
No more Yankees. Okay.
So who signed big deals like 10 years ago or 20 years ago? Griffey was too hurt. He didn't play long enough. Oh, you know who played a long time? Is Ichiro on the list?
Ichiro is number 3.
Is he really on the list?
Yes, he is.
See, I would have never thought it was Ichiro because he like didn't come here until he was like, I don't know, 28, 29. That surprises me. Wow.
I guess he might have made money over, where is he playing, in Tokyo?
I think so.
Oh, I guess maybe okay. That makes sense.
And he played up until he was like 44 or something, I think.
Yeah, he's number 3, right behind Jeter. Then you need number 4 and 5. 1 is currently playing and 1 recently retired.
Albert Pujols.
Albert Pujols, number 4.
That's a good pull.
And the last one is currently playing.
Trying to think big market here. Clayton Kershaw.
No, not Clayton Kershaw.
Oh, he's been pitching for a long time.
Is it in LA though?
Not LA. There's some other big market teams out there.
I'm thinking big market. Dodgers, Red Sox, something.
I feel like I'm blank.
Do you want a hint?
Verlander.
Verlander, number
let's
5. What a pull.
I got the wrong pitcher. I should have said Verlander over Kershaw.
We love it. That was pretty solid. That was pretty good.
Wow. When you said big market team, I guess the Mets are now a big market team. I'm happy to say it.
Well, when he was over there, like, there's other, I was like, wait a minute. I'm thinking like Philly, Mets.
Exactly. And then, all right, so we have one more of those.
Let's do it.
Guess the top 5 most consumed snacks in America.
Consume snacks. You're talking to the retiree snack time guy over here.
That's why we gave it to you.
Possibly be bringing that back to life.
I love it.
Now, like, before we start, like, are we talking like at the ball or just in general?
We're talking in general. Now, there isn't a statistic on this, but this was the most common. This was the most common list that I found on the internet.
Popcorn.
No, it's specific brands.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you like snack. Gotcha. My bad.
Popcorn was probably
probably
number 1.
would be on there if it was just snacks.
I saw a few of these, so I can't guess.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, are you guys saying brand, like the brand of it, or the actual snack? Sorry,
I'm talking
confused.
like this isn't on the list. So if it was a chip, I'm talking Doritos.
I'm surprised Doritos not on the list.
Yeah, Doritos isn't on the list. There's actually no chips on the list.
See, I was about to say Lay's, so I'm glad you said that.
I saved you from a guess there.
Oreos,
number 4.
Let's go. All right.
I could see him thinking, and he's very technical. I love it.
Planters, the peanut guy there. What's his name?
Not Planters Peanuts.
That's what I was going with. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to give a little hint. You might want to dive into the candy realm.
Ooh. All right. M&M's.
M&M's number 1.
Layup. All right.
You might want to stay there, Nick.
Okay.
Might want to hang out for a bit.
Twizzlers?
No. I am a big Twizzlers fan, though.
See, I was thinking like red licorice. Like I was like thinking that route.
Underrated snack for sure.
I love Twizzlers.
We're staying candy here.
Maybe lean a little chocolate.
Snickers.
Not Snickers.
Damn. All right.
I like the route, Nick.
Hershey Kisses.
Hershey's is number 2.
See, that surprises me. Hershey's are good, but
It surprises me, too.
So I need 3 more, right?
You need number 3 and number 5.
Okay, so I need 2 more. Got it. All right.
I like where you were hanging out.
All right. Am I staying candy on the rest of this, or am I leaning off candy?
One's candy.
One's candy? Okay. All right.
Some might say the best.
That might be the best. Now I got to really dive in here then. Let's see. Chocolate covered raisins.
No, that was out of left field, though. I've never had a chocolate covered raisin.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm going bold here. I'm going bold.
I love that pick, but no, it's not on the list.
You talking like Raisinets? Like Raisinets you were thinking?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Raisins,
No,
yeah.
this brand is big. It's a big brand.
I think Halloween candy when I think this.
Kit Kat bar.
No.
What? You can't give me a break? I can't now.
Oh, get it? That was
I like
a pun.
it.
Nice.
Well, we already said M&M's. You already said Hershey.
I feel like you're missing the other one.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yes, that is number 3.
Okay. All right.
And then you need number 5, not a candy.
Nick, I could argue with you and say it's Reese's, not Reese's, because I heard that. Don't think I didn't hear that.
All right. We can do a pronounce game anytime you want, Kyle, all right?
Yeah, this one's a tough one.
Is it like a cracker? Because I know you said it's not. It's a cracker. Okay.
I like where you're going.
All right.
What's the cracker? Say it.
So he went like this, so I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know if you're playing a little reverse psychology on me or not. So I gotta.
Dude, I'm rooting for you. I'm on your team.
Cracker Jacks.
No, not Cracker Jacks.
See, that's what I was thinking. Like he's like cracker. Ritz crackers.
Ritz Crackers, number 5.
Oh,
That was pretty solid.
you said cracker, and I was like, okay.
That was a tough list. That was a tough list.
That's a tough list. That's really tough.
There's a lot of snacks in this world.
I'm sure I had every single one of them too, and it's an absolute blur.
We're going to dive back into a few more questions here. So obviously you spent time with Lumberland. You had all the guys there together. What was the best part of Lumberland? Like, what was your favorite part going to work every day? What's the one takeaway?
So I would say the best part was the lifelong friendships that I'll have, because I loved everybody there. There's some that I was closer to than others. That happens anywhere you go. Literally, we went there and it was like, we weren't working. We were just having fun. Like, it was just, either it was name the logo or like, it was always a competition. It was like that fierce competition that I definitely miss. I miss the camaraderie of all the guys, and just even the stuff that like, I say it all the time, even before we started a media team, like, we would be shooting the shit, busting each other's balls all the time. And there's things that just were never caught on camera that if people saw them, they would be rolling laughing. So definitely the memories I'll remember forever, for sure. And the friendships too. So.
And how long were you there before you guys made it a media company or started the media part of the company?
We didn't start the media thing until during COVID. So I'd say 4 years. So, for 4 years, it was just a bat mug company. Like, we would sell the mugs and, just, e-commerce, and that was it. The company decided to go, they wanted to try media because, everybody was home and everybody wasn't doing anything during COVID. And it's like, you wanted to give it a try. And I was like, whatever, like, I sounds good. Like, to me, it was okay. They brought in like a YouTube guy, and then they brought in another guy, and then it just started to be really slow. Like, the TikToks were very slow, like they were just playing with it. But then all of a sudden, like, I walk in one day and I'm like, who the hell are all these people? Like, I just, all of a sudden, there was like 6 or 7 new people hired, and I'm like, hey, what's your name? And he's like, oh, I'm Dante, or oh, I'm Johnny, or I'm this, or I'm that. And I'm like, all of a sudden I'm looking at why are there so many people here? So, and all of a sudden I'm hearing there's a Twitter account manager, there's an Instagram account manager, the YouTube manager, and I'm like, what the heck? I was like, totally like, I was like, okay. And they were like, well, we're going to start doing shows, we're going to start doing TikToks, and, I was like, all right, like, sounds good, sign me up. And then all of a sudden it just took off, and it just, we had a great time with it. Like, it was a shame. It was unfortunate for it to end the way it was, but if there's one thing I would want the people to know, like, we appreciate everybody. Like, if we didn't have you, there wouldn't be us. Like, we did it for the fans. We did it for the people. Like, the amount of people that would say to us, like, you made my day, like, I'm going through really hard times. Right? That's why you do it. Like, you do it to inspire people. Like, all joking aside, yeah, fun is this and laughing that. If you can touch people, that's what matters. And that's what I want to do on my channel, because that's the one thing I'm kind of happy about doing stuff on my own, is I can do what I want now. That was more, all right, we're playing games, we're doing this, which is great. But I want to be able to touch people. I believe we are put here to inspire others in whatever way that is. So I could go on and on. I don't want to bore you guys to death, but that's kind of where I'm at with that. So.
No, I think we would completely agree with that. And we have a lot of conversations in our DMs. People reach out, whether they want to start their own channel or they're going through a tough time. And our content helps that. And I felt like Lumberland was that for a lot of people as well. So it's really awesome to have that reach. And you're right. That's why we do it. We don't do it for us. We don't do it for the views. I'm like, if we could get out there and touch people and really engage with them, that's what we're going for. So completely aligned with that.
You guys are doing a great job, for sure. Like, when you guys hit 1 million, that was great. And, I'm very impressed with how you guys do it with the TikTok and the Instagram and the YouTube, and you guys are doing a really good job. So keep it up, for sure.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. Hopefully your channel gets back to 5, 6, 7, 8 posts a day, and you can start growing that.
Yeah, I'll get there. I get there. I gotta, like I said, I know the biggest thing is you gotta keep throwing things out there. But to me, like, I'm learning how to edit now. I'm learning how to slowly, like, it's all me now. Like, and again, it's not to make an excuse, but it's a fact. When you have an army, and then you go from an army to one person, like, you're like, wow, like, there was a lot that went behind the scenes, and I always would tell people, like, yeah, you see the people that are on the camera. Like, when you guys do stuff, okay, they see you on the camera, but you got to edit it. You got to make it right, so on and so forth. Like, there's so much that goes on that people don't get. It's like, oh, well, you just throw it up. No, that's not how it works. So, but you guys are doing good. So keep it up.
We really appreciate that. All right, we're going to hop into the second game here. You want to run it?
I'll run this one. All right, so this one's the blind rankings, which is what I think you were talking about before, right? So,
yes. I wanted to do this. I'm glad you guys did this. I wanted to do this.
Let's get it.
So we're going to throw something at you. Basically, you put it in the ranking somewhere without knowing what comes next.
1 to 5.
Yeah. Zach, I like the way you do it. I like when you usually stay at 3 because you don't know what you're going to go here or you're going to go here. So might steal that from you. So you didn't trademark that. I'm taking it.
That's fair.
I think I took it from Brian, which is the funny thing. But
well, I'm taking it from somebody on this screen. So that's that.
Fair enough.
That's fair. All right. Rank these snacks without knowing what comes next. Oreos.
3.
I like the tactic.
Oh, I'm stealing it. I don't care if you took it. Take that.
Set the bar.
All right. Next, we're going to go Doritos.
There's so many snacks out there. I might get a lot of shit for this. I'm going 4.
Ooh.
I'm going bold right now.
All right. What's your favorite Doritos?
Cool Ranch.
That's fair. I like Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch is great.
Can't go wrong. Wow. Okay. Goldfish.
1.
Number 1.
Hey, when I did snack time, I said goldfish was my number 1 snack ever. Going goldfish. Well, Parmesan, extra cheddar, rainbow.
That's fair.
Biased opinion, but we're going 1.
He's consistent. 2 years, 3 years. It doesn't matter. It's always goldfish. Love it. All right. We got trail mix.
You see, I love trail mix, especially the cheddar kind. But I'm afraid to put it at 2 because I feel like the next thing you're gonna say, it's just gonna be like, you know what? They call me Big Nick. We're gonna be a big bold prediction here. I'm gonna go 5. I think you're gonna give me something else here. I'm gonna go 5.
All right. Last one is Chips Ahoy.
Yep, that one bit me in the ass. Well, it's gotta go 2 now. But all right, hey, you win some, you lose some.
Come on, Chips Ahoy's got the variety. They got the chewy. They got the.
See, to me, I'll say this: Chips Ahoy's are good. I personally like the Oreos and dip them in the milk, and just like there's just something about that, and the double flavored frosting in the middle. I mean, come on, go big or go home. Double, come on.
That's fair. I like that.
They're doing like super mega stuff now. They just keep loading it and making bigger and bigger the Oreo.
Quadruple stuff.
Well, I remember I'll say real quick if I can. I remember when I did the Oreo snack time, and they would show me the single one, then the double, then the triple, and I was like, I don't give a shit if you want to make a quadruple, just do it. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Jumping in, same game. Rank these all-time athletes without knowing who comes next. Floyd Mayweather.
4.
Ooh, undefeated boxer. Bold take.
4.
Deion Sanders.
1.
Number 1.
Baseball and football.
That's fair.
Like, there is one guy that I would put ahead of him, but I'm taking a chance you don't say him.
I wonder if he's on this list.
And if he is, I might go through the screen.
Babe Ruth.
Definitely wasn't the guy, but I might get heat for this. I'm going 5.
Okay.
It's not about the babe.
Explanation?
He was a good baseball player, obviously. I mean, he's the great Bambino. But if we're talking athletes, I don't look at Mr. Beer on the nights and coming to the game as an athlete. I'm thinking athletes here.
I like it.
I think you guys are going to have a couple of other ones for me. I'm going to go with 5.
All right. We got Michael Phelps.
3.
I like that placement.
And the thing, too, is him winning all those gold medals. I would have put him ahead of Babe Ruth anyway.
That's fair.
We're talking athletes and baseball players. Like, Babe Ruth was a baseball player. He wasn't an athlete. I might get shit for that, but look at the guy.
All right. We're sticking Cristiano Ronaldo at 2.
Okay, so before obviously he's 2. That wasn't the guy I was thinking of.
Bo Jackson, right?
That's right. Bo Jackson. That's right.
Yeah, I know.
There it is.
I mean, that's still not bad putting Cristiano Ronaldo there. If I were to obviously do it again, I probably would have put Phelps up to 2, Floyd to 3, then had Granado, and then I would have kept Ruth at 5.
That's fair. All right, I have a question for you. So working at Lumberland, obviously you guys did all the games, all the podcasts, everything, all the YouTube videos. I want to know what your favorite series that you guys did on TikTok was, in your opinion.
Oh, this is easy. The one that we used to do on Monday mornings, I remember because we would do it right before I worked out. So it'd be like my little blood flower. Name the logo. I love Name the Logo.
Oh, yeah.
We would go to war, and it was so great. We'd be swearing our asses off, and that's the one game that I loved a lot. That was the game I loved the most, and it wasn't even close. I loved Name the Logo, and you'd look, and someone would say, and it'd be at the tip of your tongue, and someone already said, it's like, shut your mouth. So, but yeah, Name the Logo for sure. I love that one. I'd love to play that one again.
Other than the TikTok videos, what was your favorite thing to do content-wise at Lumberland?
Snack time. Me trying all the different snacks.
And what was the best snack?
So my favorite one that I did was the Bang energy drinks. It was like a 3-part series because there were so many of them. And the thing that I remember about doing that one is you don't think of it because you have like a sip or two of each one. You're like, it's a sip or two. But if you're having 7 or 8 flavors, you're taking sips, all of a sudden you get all like gassy and you're starting to talk, and all of a sudden you're burping and just all the carbonation, and it was.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'm going to go with the Bang energy drinks. So, Bang, give me a shout out. Send me a case.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to imagine you having all the energy drinks and then playing something like Name the Logo and just like leaping out of your chair, like you're probably rushing on the edge. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm telling you, if we played that game in the afternoon, I think we would have got kicked. I think we would have been kicked out of our building because it was great. I'd love to get the guys back again and do that again. That would be something.
So, I mean, you're hinting at it there, right? And you mentioned it a little bit earlier. Are you going to collaborate with some of the people from Lumberland again in the future? Like, are we going to see that happen?
I would love to do that. So I am hosting a Lumberland party at my house in a couple of weeks. That's more for like getting together. I haven't talked to the guys yet about it. I may throw a couple TikToks up there just for old time's sake. But to answer your question directly, I would love to do that and get a couple of them over and do things again. Because everybody's we live on all parts of the state. Everyone's got jobs everywhere now and doing this or doing that. And it's really hard to get everybody together. So if I were to do it, I'd probably like piecemeal and go, hey, can I get 2 or 3 of you guys here? Can I get 2 or 3 of you guys there? I would love to do it. So definitely would be open to it.
I mean, that party is going to turn into everybody catching up at first, and then you guys are just going to jump right back in and play the games, right?
Well, I'd say if you guys were closer, I'd give you guys an invite, come over to Big Nick's house, and we could do some hell content.
Yeah, right. We were trying to break the internet.
Hey, we could.
Yeah, right.
It could happen.
We definitely can.
All right, we got one last game for you here.
Let's do it.
So this is a newer game. It's called What Do These 3 People Have in Common? So we're going to say 3 people, and they all have one recurring theme between the 3 people. You have to guess what that is.
Okay.
So what do these 3 people have in common? Michael Vick, Tom Brady, and Deion Sanders. And it's not that they all played football.
What did they all have in common?
This is difficult, man.
Because, I mean, obviously you think of Deion Sanders and Tom Brady. It's like one's the greatest athlete of all time. The other one, I mean, he's an unbelievable quarterback. But
and you throw Mike Vick in there.
Yeah. You guys came with some good stuff here. I like that.
Always trying to innovate.
You could always catch up. Phone a friend for a hint. I could give you a hint.
Do they all have a luxury deal with the same company, like an endorsement deal?
That is not it.
That's a good guess, though.
I like that you're thinking outside the box here, though.
Hey, Sam, give me a hint.
All right, here comes the hint. Russell Wilson would also be on this list.
Russell Wilson will be on this list.
I like that hint a lot.
It's going to be something completely obvious when I know it.
I don't. The players that Brian picked for this were a little out there. I would have. Russell Wilson's one of those guys, though.
Give me another one. I got nothing right now.
Another player that would be in this is Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
So like they're all pretty good football players. What else did they potentially do?
four out of the five guys you said were quarterbacks, but Deion Sanders wasn't a quarterback.
What did they all potentially do?
Oh, they all play baseball.
They all got drafted to the MLB.
See, damn it, I knew it, something obvious. Damn it. Yeah, all right. That was good. I like that. That was good.
Dude, the Michael Vick threw me off.
Michael Vick, I was like, what? Mike Vick?
Mike Vick got drafted in the 30th round in 2000 to the Rockies.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a deep dive there. You want to do this last one?
Yeah, I'll do this last one. All right, what do these three people have in common? Shaquille O'Neal, Logan Paul, and Rob Gronkowski.
Oh, they all do WrestleMania or some kind of wrestling thing there. Yeah, they all do some kind of wrestling partnership or something like that. Something to do with wrestling.
They all went to start in the WWE. That was a good pull.
Hey, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, buddy.
Exactly. I love it.
All right, I mean, that's all we got for games. And I think pretty much questions, but we do want to give you the floor at the end here. Any plans, any plugs you want, your plan moving forward, whatever you want to share, Nick, this is your stage, man.
Well, I'd like to first thank Brian and Zach for having me on. Make sure you keep following them. They're two great guys. They're doing good things, and keep supporting their channel. Like I said, I'm very humbled and grateful that they wanted to invite me on this. And for those that remember me from Lumberland, Lumberland's not doing content anymore, but Big Nick is doing his own content now. If you are patient with me and you ride the storm with me, and if you are loyal to Lumberland and you want to be loyal to me, give me a follow at Big Nick Comeback on TikTok and on Instagram. And I will slowly get to YouTube. I'm going slow. Like, I'm going very slow right now. So at some point I'll do some YouTube videos, but I would greatly appreciate a follow. All three of us and a lot of other people out there, we're all trying to do the same thing. We're all just trying to get to you guys and, put a smile on your face or fill your heart with happiness and laughter. And, like I said, it's, that's why we're doing it. That's why the three of us are here and many others that are doing probably it too. So, like I said, these two guys are good shit. And make sure you keep giving them a follow and, keep on going. I'll definitely keep following you guys and keep seeing all your stuff. And, I'd love to come back at some point and do this again with you guys. And once I get my feet wet, I'm going to have you guys come on to my thing if that's cool. So
let's do it.
I'm in for it.
Let's do it. Yeah, go give Big Nick a follow on Instagram and TikTok, YouTube in the future. And we'll see you on Big Nick's podcast when that starts up. That's it for the podcast number 33 in the book. Thank you so much, Big Nick, for coming on.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Anytime.
It's a pleasure, man. And hey, in the future, if we're ever up in Massachusetts, Boston area, we'll definitely love to meet you in person, man.
Oh, for sure. You let me know.